Welcome back to our channel of love and philosophy. Have you ever held on to something so tightly, only to watch it fray and fall apart right before your eyes? There is a specific kind of heartache that comes when we realize we didn't cherish a connection until it was already slipping away. It is that painful moment when you understand that you were holding on loosely to the one thing that actually mattered. In his fifth Salok, the great poet Saint Baba Farid Ji takes us deep into this very human feeling of regret, but he doesn't leave us there. He offers us a profound realization that changes everything. Today, we're going to explore the search for the unbreakable, guided by his timeless wisdom. Farid Ji begins with a powerful, everyday image: a robe. He says, "If I had known that the hem of my garment would break away, I would have tied a tighter knot." Imagine this scene for a moment. Picture a traveler walking through a bustling, crowded market, or maybe a dense, confusing forest. They're holding onto the hem of their guide's robe, or perhaps the hand of a loved one who knows the way. But this traveler is distracted. Their eyes are darting everywhere, at the bright colors, the strange sounds, the glitter of the world passing by. Their grip isn't firm. It's lazy, weak, almost an afterthought. Then, suddenly they stumble. They reach out for that familiar fabric, that anchor they thought would always be there, and their hand closes on empty air. The connection has snapped. The guide is gone. They are alone. The emotion here is a sudden, sharp intake of breath. It's the panic of being lost. It's the regret of taking something essential for granted. Baba Farid Ji is using this simple metaphor to describe our relationship with the divine. Our spiritual anchor, our connection to the Creator, is often the very thing we neglect the most. We just assume it will always be there, solid and steady, so we don't put in the effort to make that bond peaty, firm, tight, and unbreakable. He's speaking for all of us, for every single person who has ever let their spiritual practice become a side thought, something to get to later. We get busy with our careers, our families, our hobbies, and our connection to the source becomes a loose thread we barely hold on to. Then, when the inevitable storms of life arrive, a sudden loss, a crisis, a moment of deep despair, we reach for that connection and find it gone. We feel abandoned, lost, and utterly alone. Farid Ji is voicing that universal regret. If only I had known. If I had known how easily I could lose my way, I would have tied my heart to the Creator with a knot so strong, so secure, that no force in this universe could ever untie it. This isn't just about a garment. It's about our very soul. It's about the conscious, daily effort required to maintain our most important relationship. Think about the knots you tie in your daily life, the knot in your shoelaces before a run, the knot that secures a precious package. You tie them with care and attention because you understand the consequences of them coming loose. Why, then, do we treat our spiritual connection with less care? Why do we allow it to fray? This first part of the Salok is a mirror held up to our own lives. It asks us to examine our priorities. What are we holding on to so loosely? What essential connection are we neglecting while we chase after fleeting distractions? It's a call to action, a gentle but urgent nudge to check our grip before it's too late. But just as we are sitting with this heavy feeling of regret, the tone of the Salok shifts dramatically. It moves from a personal lament to a magnificent, universal declaration of truth. After expressing this deep regret, Farid Ji says, "I have seen and searched the whole world, and I have found no one as great as you." There is a sense of profound exhaustion in this line, but also immense relief. Imagine someone who has spent their entire life on a quest. Someone who has traveled to every corner of the earth, seeking fulfillment. They've tasted every pleasure the world has to offer. They've sought help and validation from the most powerful and influential people. They've looked for lasting peace in every kind of relationship. This is what Farid Ji is saying. He's saying, I have done the work for you. I have walked the entire world, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. I have tested the promises of people, and they have failed. I have leaned on the stability of wealth, and it has crumbled. I have chased the illusion of fame, and it vanished like smoke. And at the end of that long, tiring, and often disappointing journey, he returns to the one unshakable conclusion. Nothing is as big as the divine. No person is as loyal. No power is as vast. No love is as compassionate as the one who created us. The emotion here is one of finality and peace. It's the feeling of a weary wanderer finally coming home after realizing that every other door they knocked on was either locked or led to an empty room. It's the end of the search. The journey is over, not because the traveler gave up, but because they found the ultimate destination. This is not a statement of blind faith. It's a conclusion reached through experience. It's an empirical truth discovered after testing all other alternatives. Farid Ji essentially says, go ahead, search for yourself. Look for greatness in worldly power, in material possessions, in the approval of others. I already have, and I'm telling you, you won't find it there. This Salok is a powerful reminder to stop looking for greatness in small places. We spend our lives trying to tie our knots to things that are destined to fray and break. We tie ourselves to careers that can end, to relationships that can change, to a reputation that can be tarnished overnight. We tie our happiness to things that are, by their very nature, impermanent. Baba Farid Ji is asking us to look at our hands right now. What are we holding on to? What knots are we tying? If the world and all its promises are the robe that is destined to fray, then God, the divine, is the only anchor that holds firm forever. The Salok begins with the fear of a broken connection and ends with the discovery of the only unbreakable one. So what is the message for us today? Don't wait for the connection to break. Don't wait for the storm to hit to realize your grip was too loose. Today is the day to tighten the knot. Turn your attention back to the source, to that quiet, steady presence within you. How do we do this? It's in the small, conscious acts. It's taking a few moments for silent reflection in the morning. It's practicing gratitude. It's speaking with kindness. It's choosing compassion over judgment. Each of these is an act of tightening the knot, of reinforcing our connection to the divine. This isn't about abandoning the world, but about finding our true anchor within it. When our knot to the divine is tight, we can walk through the chaotic marketplace of life with confidence, not with fear. We can engage with the world, love others, and pursue our goals, knowing that we are securely fastened to something eternal. So, take a moment today. Feel the threads in your hand. Is your grip strong? Is the knot secure? Baba Farid Ji's wisdom echoes through the centuries to remind us of a simple, profound truth. After searching the whole world, after trying everything else, you will find that there is truly nothing as great, as beautiful, or as steady as the divine presence, waiting for you to hold on tight. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into Farid Ji's wisdom. If this message resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more explorations of love and philosophy. We'll see you in the next video.